Hey guys, this is SpockJoe, and today I'm going to be talking about my initial thoughts for Call of Duty World War II for the first 2 days of the game's release. Now, I'm not talking about the campaign or zombies yet. I'm specifically focusing on the multiplayer in general. And with that said, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see more content like this, hit this channel and the bell. Alright, so jumping into a few things that I liked about the game and a few things that I didn't. Just starting off with the pros, I really liked the divisions in this game. I feel like the divisions is something that is a different way of looking at on how to use the perk system. Before we had the pick 10, we had a pick 13 with advanced warfare, and then we had Infinity Ward's kind of system and Ghost, and then we went back to the pick 10 because everybody liked it. It was from Treyarch, and everybody likes those Treyarch games. But the thing about those older games is the fact is when a lot of people just stack the perks, the best perks, so that they can go out and dominate. And the problem with this is everybody does it. So everybody has the same perks, everybody has the same weapons, and they don't really think outside of the box of how to customize their characters or their weapons. It kind of limits what you're able to do with those classes and so on and so forth. So now, the thing that with the divisions is what it's done is it's taken those crutch perks and kind of distributed them within the different divisions. So if you want to use Ghost, you're going to have to use the Mountain class and rank it up, and then I think you can basically have Dead Silent with it, and also the Ghost ability perk where you're running, they can't see you on the mini map, which is really good. But a lot of people would put a suppressor on there as well with a Ghost class to get those extra kills and stuff like that. But you can't do that in this game. You have to use the Airborne Division class to use a suppressor. And so I really like the fact that they kind of distributed some of those crutch perks within the other classes, and you can only use those perks within those division classes. So the second thing that I really liked about this game is I really like the maps. I feel like 3-lane maps, it's just the way to play. The reason why I like them so much is, one, you can always anticipate where people may spawn. You're not always having to look or run on the edge of the map constantly. An example would be Infinite Warfare, where there's so many ways into a certain area, and so you're having to look up, you're having to look down, you're having to look on the side, and there's 3 doors behind you, so you're getting shot constantly. Whereas the 3-lane system in this game, and like other Treyarch games, you can kind of anticipate where people are going to come from, so you can post up on cover, you can use the map more to your advantage, and it comes down to whoever the better shot is usually the one that wins the gunfight, versus just getting shot in the back always. That was pretty much my experience in Infinite Warfare. Now, another thing that I really liked about this game was I really liked the hub. I really like the fact that they have gone to kind of a, I wouldn't say like a complete Minecraft type hub where there's different things that you can do within the hub, but that's pretty much what it is. It's a hub. Like if you've ever played Minecraft online on any servers out there, you spawn into a hub and you can go do parkour, you can go do other things, you can buy, you can sell, you can do all this stuff. And that's pretty much the experience, but with a World War II skin pasted to it. So I do think that it's a good innovation for Call of Duty. It's something kind of stepping out of the box from what they've done in the past. And really, I think it does complement, even though it's not a new idea in and of itself. Another thing that I really liked about this game is, so far I feel like the weapons are fairly balanced. When it comes to assault rifles, I feel like the assault rifles are balanced with each other. I feel like the SMGs are balanced with each other. Shotguns, they seem to be a little bit underpowered in my opinion, unless you're using incendiary rounds. Sniper rifles are good and everything. But in a second, I'm going to kind of talk about what I think about a con within the weapons classes, and it kind of has to do with which ones seem to be used more. I bet you guys can already tell what I'm going to say. The final thing that I really liked about this game, I really liked the end cam. In the past, you had the final kill cam, and it was, you know, someone shooting at someone, a bullet ricocheted off the wall, hit the guy, got him, and that person got the final kill cam. I really feel like the way that they've gone and done it, they basically, the best person that had the best play within the game gets the final kill cam. And I really think that that's a better way of doing it, because that kind of spotlights that guy that got that triple kill or that quad feed. And just, you know, it really does kind of lift those people up, so you can see, you know, some of those players who are really, really awesome. So moving on into things that I didn't like about the game so far. One is in the hub, you go through, kind of go down the hill towards the beach, and there is this score streak training. Now you get into this little tower and you're able to use all the score streaks, but I feel like it's something that really the game didn't need. You can't really get out of the tower, at least I'm not sure. If you guys can get out of the tower, please let me know how. But for the most part, I was up in this tower. I'm using the flamethrower to see what it's like, and it's supposed to be a training, right? So you're supposed to be able to train to use it better. And all you're doing is standing in this tower, shooting a flamethrower that doesn't touch anybody. So I really feel like that was a part of the game that was kind of meh. It really didn't need to be there. I think they could have focused on something a little bit different to make the game a little bit better. The second thing that I really didn't like about the game so far, I mean, I'm kind of on the fence with it, is the score streaks themselves. Now, in Black Ops 3, that's probably one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. Black Ops 2 is really close, and I really liked Black Ops 1. Now, granted, those are all Treyarch games, but the one thing that you know about a Treyarch game is the score streaks are beast. The score streaks are something that just get you excited, and you're just like, oh my gosh, what just happened? Did you just see how many people just got decimated by the Raps or the Wraith or the Dogs? I mean, it's just the score streaks in those games are just so amazing, and you're just like, yeah! Okay, I have not felt that yet in this game. I have not felt that these score streaks are score streaks that just make you feel like you're just an army of one kicking everybody's tail and making them run. They're powerful, but they're just not the best quality, I would say. So moving on, one of the other things that I didn't like about this game so far was I feel like this game is dominated by SMGs. Now, and what I mean by that is I'll be running with an AR, and I'm shooting at someone across the map, and they've got a SH, and all of a sudden they're shooting back at me, and I die. And I'm just like, wait a second. So my point is I feel like the SMGs need to maybe be tweaked in a way that plays to the way an SMG is supposed to work. An SMG up close, it's supposed to be very effective, but at range it's supposed to drop off. And I feel like a lot of people are running with the PPSH and other SMGs in the game and kind of using them as assault rifles because they tend to be a little bit better than the actual assault rifles. Now, with that said, please leave a comment if you disagree with me in the comment section below. But moving on, I feel like the one thing that has just kind of got me up in arms over the last 2 days is the crashes on the servers. I play predominantly the multiplayer. That's the reason why all of us buy Call of Duty, right? Is for the multiplayer experience, to play with our friends, to just beast it, to show how good we are and stuff like that. And I feel like in between games, or you're in the hub, or you're trying to get back to the hub, or you're just trying to change your weapon class, there's so many different variables and stuff, and there's crashes, and you're having to start over the game. Sometimes you get an error code, or maybe you get something else, maybe a black screen. I've got a black screen in the midst of all of that. And at the end of the day, I just feel like if you're making a game for 3 years, this stuff shouldn't happen. Now, I know that there's server issues, and that's why we have a beta, but in my personal opinion, I felt the beta was launched better than the full game. Now, guys, don't get me wrong. I love Call of Duty, and I'm not trying to completely bash on Call of Duty or Sledgehammer, because, guys, at Sledgehammer, I really appreciate what you guys are doing. I love this game. But there's some things that you guys need to really focus on before you launch a game, because that's how people get the stigma of a game being broken, is when they launch it. There was a Batman game where on PC it wasn't even playable, and Steam ended up having to pull and refund a whole bunch of money. And I don't want that to happen to you guys in the future, or Activision in general. Guys, I really feel like the servers have just been so shoddy over the last couple days, and I really hope that you guys get them fixed soon. But with that said, that's my initial thoughts on the first 2 days of the game being released. And if you guys have any thoughts, comments, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about your experience with this game. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.